Hey, it's Thomas here at the EXP Realty. I did a video the other day about this ice storm that we had in the Willamette Valley. Today what I'm going to do is go around and show you kind of what the aftermath of what this all looks like. So the other day we had a ice storm that came through the whole Willamette Valley. In some areas there was snow. For the most part it was like 2-3 inches of ice. So it was just pelting hail, and then it solidified and it was just awful. So I'm in the Mid-Willamette Valley, so Albany, Corvallis, Salem to Eugene, this area, and it's now starting to melt. We had a lot of rain the last night, so everything's starting to melt a little bit, a whole lot of slush, and this morning it was still pretty awful. All these schools in the area are still closed. So I have some videos of me getting out of the house finally today of Albany. So I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like as far as what the main streets might look like in town, what the side streets and the experiences of living on a side street are, and everything that goes along with that. I'll also kind of show you what some of the shopping centers look like. So let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to show you what it looks like around here after a snow or ice day. So first thing here I'm going to show you is some of the flooding. So usually winter, you know, your rivers are going to rise a little bit from the amount of water, but so far the water's risen quite a bit already. Here you can see the Willamette. And from the other side there's a park. This is showing you Bryant Park, and as you can see, it's pretty well flooded. There's a little picnic area. It wasn't underwater the other day, and now it is. As far as flooding in town, this is what you're going to experience a lot of the time on the sides of the roads, kind of near the sidewalks, and a lot of the times near stores, things will get plugged up, and it's just going to be a lot of standing water. I saw this a whole lot today. Both in front of shopping centers, also in neighborhoods. A lot of times there'd even be a little bit of ice surrounding still the drainage areas. So most everything was just water. And if you're looking to get around town, your best bet's going to be on these main roads. Side streets are going to be pretty difficult. There's not going to be a lot of traffic on those, so the snow is still going to be really there. City's not going to put a lot of work into it, so wherever there's the most traffic, and if it's a main street, you can expect the city to put just a little bit more effort into that. On a 2-lane road, if there's a middle stretch where your people aren't driving, that can get kind of sketchy. If you're looking to pull into your neighborhood or something, the ice, snow, whatever it is going to really build up there and cause some issues. Here's what I'm talking about with car tracks. So most anywhere there's not a car track, it's going to be a bad idea to go. So you're going to be trying to just drive right where everyone else is. And as you can see in the middle, there's just going to be most of that snow and ice still compacted. And that can be pretty dangerous as you're trying to get out of those grooves. And here you can definitely see where the main road is and where your side street is. One actually has some tracks, the other, nothing. Like I said, these side roads really aren't going to get a lot of help. It's going to be mostly everyone in the neighborhood driving on them that's going to break up the ice and snow. If you have a goal of keeping your feet dry, good luck. Me, I didn't have boots available. You're going to have a lot of standing water. As it melts, a lot of the snow and ice is really going to keep things kind of contained in little areas and just form really big puddles. So that will be one thing that you'll encounter. With shopping areas, the first day it was a big freeze. It was pretty hopeless on trying to break up a lot of the ice and get a clear pathway. In these bigger store parking lots, it's also kind of a thing like a side street where the places that are looking good are the ones that are driven the most, and the places that are kind of sketchy are the ones that don't get a lot of action. Sidewalks are also something to pay attention to. You're not going to get a lot of people walking around, so it's going to be one of those last things I feel like to kind of melt. So you're going to have a lot of people trying to walk in areas where there's a little bit more traction if there's some of that rock being put down. You're also going to see a lot of people walking kind of more on the street, which also can be fairly sketchy. And one thing that was actually caused by this drastic shift in the temperature is the amount of fog, or kind of even like a steam that was produced. So since it did change so rapidly, there was this massive fog around town in certain areas that made it kind of hard to see. And that's it. Hope you liked my little tour of what this area is going to look like after a big winter storm. Again, I'm Thomas, EXP Realty. My information's in the description below. If you have any kind of questions regarding the weather we have, if you're looking to move here or just kind of visit, go ahead and reach out. Glad to help.